Get your head over. Ball. Don't even worry about clamping. Get your head over.
All right, give me another one here.
Oh!
Come on.
Did I catch? There you go. Talk to me nicely.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Look.
What do you mean?
Dude, it's... Do you think this would replace a CEO if you still played? What's up, guys? It's Blake from GKL Plus. Welcome back to another video. Today, we will be reviewing the Warrior Burn FO Recovery. As the tag says, Burn FO Recovery. If that wasn't a dead giveaway, maybe the color of his head would be. Yes, this is a recovery. I'm very excited to review this thing. Surprisingly enough, it has been the most requested head that we review out of all the heads on this channel. Don't understand why that's the case. It's been out for 2 years now. I just assumed everybody has already tried the head, gathered their opinions on it, used it in games, seen other videos, yada yada, you name it. I'm still getting requested to review it. I got it, okay? Good to go. You check that box. Just like the CEO 3, there's nothing significantly different about the Burn FO Recovery compared to the Burn FO Original. It's just a change in plastic. That's the focal point of this review. We're going to see how this head performs with this new blend of plastic that Warrior decided to put into it for their second version of the Burn FO. It's gonna be a good one, folks. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you stay up to date on the videos we're putting out. We got a lot of content ahead of us. Very exciting stuff as well. But first, tackling the Burn FO Recovery. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. All right, let's get right into it. Burn FO Recovery, the second edition of the Burn FO. Nothing of significance has changed with this head other than the plastic being used. The scoop's the same, sidewall's the same, sidewall holes is the same, throat plug's the same. Everything is the same except for the plastic. This plastic is supposed to be a more durable, longer lasting plastic that the original Burn didn't have. I've been hearing a lot about this head because it's been out for so long now. I want to say amongst the Burn FO users, it seems like it's a 50-50. Like half of the Burn FO users like it, the other half don't. Those who use the original one claim that this is too soft. It almost has that wiry feel to it where it's just kind of super springy all over the place. And then the other half that actually enjoy using this head, they say the Burn FO is terrible compared to this. They say this is a huge upgrade for Warrior. I'm going to figure out which side I agree with, and I hope it's your side. And if it's not, don't kick down my door. First impressions, just holding it in my hand, it is very soft. The OG guys who think that this is way too soft for them, I can see that being the case. Me being a Florida guy, heads that are soft right out of the box like this, that's a big red flag. Heads get absolutely nuked out here on the turf down here in Florida, to the point where they just don't feel like you're using a head at all. So what exactly am I concerned about with this thing being super soft? Well, is it going to have a backbone in 50-50s? Am I going to have a hard time picking up ground balls with it? Because a lot of soft heads, when you go to pick up on an angle, it might kick left or right, and it's kind of hard to keep them straight. When you swipe, right, is this asymmetrical design going to be strong enough to make up for a more flexible, softer plastic? So when I go to swipe, it has some sort of backbone to be able to clip that ball and pull it out. All these will be answered at the end of the video, but those are just some things that jump out to me with my first impressions of the head. And I think that's it. There's not a lot to cover about this head. We need to break this thing in, test it out. That's how you figure out the plastic's good or not, or it works for you, or it doesn't work for you. You break it in and get live reps with it. So that's what we're gonna do. But in order to do that, we need to string this thing up. I got a piece of String King 5S. I'm gonna sit here and act like I have more stuff to say, but I don't. So let's go ahead and string it up. Alrighty, just got done stringing up the Burn FO Recovery. Turned out pretty good. I like to keep my channels pretty wide. Over time, they'll start to pinch, and when the head pinches, the channel gets more narrow. It's ready to get put on a shaft and take a couple reps with it, and start that break-in process. We gotta do that first, and then we'll get some live reps in. Before we continue on with today's video, I want to quickly talk about our mobile app, GKL Plus React. React is the first ever training tool that captures the reaction time of a face-off athlete. Having a fast reaction time is the #1 attribute that all face-off athletes need to have. And no matter what training you're doing to improve your reaction time, you need to make sure that you're tracking your progress. With the use of your smartphone's camera, React is able to detect, capture, and track your reaction time down to the millisecond. Enter in your variables, position your smartphone, listen for the commands, and react to the whistle. After your session is complete, React will present post-session statistics that will show your fastest, slowest, and average reaction times for the session. And we'll also keep track of your progress over 1 day, 7 days, 4 weeks, and even up to a full year. For more information on our app, visit gklplus.com. Don't wait till game day to see if your reaction time has improved. Download GKL Plus React on the Apple and Android stores today. Back to the video. Alright, we're out here ready to get some live reps in with the Burn FO recovery. A little up close of how it looks after I just broke it in very slightly. This is how it's looking. I didn't want to break it in beyond this point. It looks pretty good. So, got Hunter out here again, and for the sake of the video, we're just doing the original versus the recovery. In future videos, based off of what you guys want to see, we'll do different matchups. But just like the CEO3 video, we're going to stack up the recovery with its previous version, the Burn original, and see how it performs. You excited today?
Yeah, you're gonna get torched again.
Okay.
Don't matter what the head is.
That's another thing to note too. It's very hot today. These heads are going to be folding and flexing a lot faster than normal, especially this guy. This one is very, very soft. So I'm excited to see how it performs. I'm gonna get a couple reps in with the Burn recovery first, and then give it to Hunter and see how they both look. Ready? What's predictions? I'm going 20-0. 20 for 20. All right. He's scared. Not gonna say anything. Not gonna say anything?
Oh. I don't even know what to say. I'm stage fright. Help! Whoa!
What happened there?
Dude.
Any last words before I murder you?
Silent killer here.
Oh, cool. Okay. Sounds like someone's a little tired.
It's early.
Down. Set.
Okay. Okay.
That's how we started.
Get the first one out of the way.
Set. Set.
Stupid head.
Set.
Someone help him.
Set.
You're really gonna do that?
Set.
Oh.
Set. Set.
Ah.
Set. Set.
Yo. You see how slow you clamped there?
Yeah.
What was that?
Set.
Oh my gosh. It just went
Recovery.
on top of it.
Recovery.
Set.
Oh, no.
Recovery.
Set.
Dude.
Set.
Oh, that hit good there. That blew me right off.
Set.
Dude.
What do I do with that?
Recovery.
What do I do?
Set. Set. Set.
I didn't even clamp it there.
Set. Set.
Almost had you.
Set.
You shouldn't.
Down.
It does feel wide.
Set.
Uh-oh!
Going my way.
Set.
See ya.
Set.
No.
Set.
Man.
Set.
Oh, that was nice there. Gosh, dang, dude.
Set.
We'll try that
Nice.
stupid.
Set.
Oh.
Set.
What are you gonna do now?
I have. I'm just
Try to pull it out. Go ahead. Oh, it worked. Never mind.
Set. Set.
Oh, you son of a... Come on.
Set.
Oh, nice clamp. Try to pull that out. Now, let me see if I jam you. Try to. No.
Set.
Oh!
Set.
Oh, nice clamp. Oh, no exit.
No exit.
Set.
Oh, there it is.
Set. Set.
You seen enough, Blake?
It's getting folded.
Things
Alrighty, folks, we just got done doing our live session with the Warrior Burn Recovery and the Warrior Burn FO Original. A lot to unravel with how this head performed. We should probably start out with what did we expect out of this head, right? So we knew going into it, it was a softer material. It felt a lot softer in our hands. Us being Florida guys, that's an immediate red flag. We thought this head was gonna fold. It's gonna warp to a point where there's just no saving it. Any soft heads are just not a good sign for us. And it was a pretty hot day today, but the Warrior Burn FO Recovery, in my opinion, performed way higher and way better than what I expected. How do you feel about how the head performed?
It definitely caught me off guard. Definitely proved itself, I guess, in a sense, because I had huge doubts that it was just going to crumble in this heat.
Yeah, it exceeded expectations for sure. I'm very happy with how this Burn FO Recovery performed. So I guess we can tackle that question of why did Warrior make this second version of the Burn FO? It was mainly because of the plastic with the original. After using the recovery, I can firmly say I did not like how the Burn FO performed today. Maybe it's because it's warped like this. It is pretty warped. This was a night and day difference, and the recovery performed just lights out, way better than the original has ever had for me.
I mean, if you think about it, or if you ever used both of them, I mean, it just doesn't hold its shape. If you guys have used it before, it's kind of like the original CEO. It just gets warped probably within the first week, and it's shot from there. This, I mean, it's been through the ringer already. It feels like a quality plastic. It's holding its shape and its strength, most importantly. I mean, we used it in the Florida heat, and I thought after today there would at least be some more kinks down here, and there's no sign of it kinking right now.
Yeah, it was definitely a curveball because we went in this with such an expectation of it being super soft. It's gonna just fold and do everything it's not supposed to do, and the original is just gonna blast it right off the ball every time. I don't know what they did to this plastic, but it was definitely softer. However, it was extremely springy. It had a backbone, and whatever position I put it in during the face-off, and you guys can see on the footage, it just snapped right back to place. And that was just a huge advantage. And especially when it came to exiting with this thing. With the original, once it gets warped like this, there's no spring in the plastic anymore. So if you go to put it in one position, let's say you're in a reverse clamp while in a tie-up, and then you go to switch to a normal clamp and try to pull the ball out, it's just going to get left behind because the plastic's not pinching it. There's no spring left in it. This, no matter what position you're putting it in, it just had so much energy throughout the plastic that no matter what you were doing to it, it applied pressure to the ball. And that's what I really like about the Burn FO Recovery, is although it has this CEO-like side to it where most guys would say, oh, by design, it's going to have a terrible pinch on the ball. This plastic combined with this design was lights out. I was very impressed with how this head performed. The other thing I was concerned with too was ground balls and being able to counter with this, specifically the swipe. It did well, did extremely well. That asymmetrical side allowed me to swipe really well. The plastic made no difference there with how that performed. And then ground balls, right? With how soft this thing is, I thought I was just gonna go left, right, trying to pick up a ground ball at a certain steep angle. Stayed strong. Maybe it had to do with this asymmetrical design, but I think just overall, you should never use the original. There's no reason to use the original anymore.
Yeah, it was definitely noticeable in the reps. And I was telling Blake in the middle of the reps too, it kind of feels like the original burn gets wider the more you warp it.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a weird thing to say, but it just, when you go to clamp on a ball and exit, it's kind of like you just have to really put it on its side, really drag it and pinch it in order to exit smoothly. You clamp straight down like a face flex head, I mean, that ball is getting left. There's numerous times in those reps today where I continued to pull it out and it just sat. It just stayed right there. I couldn't get a grip of it. It wasn't pinching. I would go to hit the ground and the head just spread apart. It was the weirdest thing. But with the Burn Recovery, complete opposite. It pinched like it should, exits were super easy, and it held its shape.
Warrior, you guys absolutely nailed it with this one. I was not a big fan of the Burn FO when it first came out because of that spreading issue. That's definitely known around the face-off community, that once you break these in, they don't pinch the ball well. It's just like I was saying with the springiness and the plastic. This thing is dead plastic. It doesn't collapse on the ball anymore when you put pressure on it. But the fact that Warrior was able to revamp this plastic and keep that spring in it, it's just every aspect with facing off has just gotten that much better with using the recovery. Who should use this head? Anyone that's using a burn, right? Anyone that's currently using a burn, this thing is night and day better than the original.
I mean, just look at it too. Looks kind of cool.
Yeah, the style, the steez, was that what the skaters call steez? Steez points? Okay.
That's how they do it now.
It's hockey. Steez points maxed with the color. This thing, it's a slick looking head.
Yeah.
The color really is something else. It's unlike any other bone color out there.
I mean, this looks like clear see-through. You can kind of see the shaft down here at the throat. The 2F bone, that thing was just, I mean, it was just tan.
It was dark.
It's just like a tan and just a really stiff plastic that broke after the first day.
Yeah, that's the other thing too we're worried about is we had that bad taste in our mouth with the 2F stiff, the raw edition. Those things broke way faster than any 2F has ever broken before. So when we hear that Warrior is coming out with a recovery version with that similar color, that similar scheme, we were worried. We thought this was going to break too, and it didn't. This, I don't know what plastic they used in this, but every company that's manufacturing face-off heads, you guys need to do some recon, some inside work, and figure out what this blend is, because this is legit. I have nothing else to say about this thing. It really shocked me. I was very happy with how it performed today.
Yeah, it did a complete 180. I had two different doubts. One, either it was too stiff and it was going to break like the 2F bone. Then when I got it, the other doubt was, wow, this is actually super flimsy.
Yeah.
It was going to fold, do whatever. Then we got out there and it just kind of gave us the middle finger and said, yeah, I'm not who you think I am.
Yeah, it felt so smooth, like nothing else. And here's a good part. Do you think this would replace a CEO if you still played? I have my answer. I hate to say it. I have my answer.
Yeah, I think if you put this in front of me compared to a CEO 2 or 3, I'm going to say 100% I'm taking the burn over it. I think if you put it in front of the original CEO, I'm still leaning towards this just because it feels better. It doesn't fold as easy as the original CEO.
I'm a diehard CEO fan. I will always root for the CEO.
And it felt nice. It felt nice.
It's going to be very hard to not choose this over a CEO. This was very, very nice. And that's coming from two former CEO guys. And again, leading on to who would enjoy this head, obviously Burn FO users. But if you're a CEO guy, this recovery plastic and how it flexed and just everything about it was awesome. And this, I hate to say it, but I think I'm taking this over the CEO. Any CEO that's ever came out. This is really good, man. Max Steez. All right, well, that wraps up for this review video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Any questions on the Warrior Burn FO recovery or any comments on how this video went, leave it down in the comment sections below. If you want to see any future matchups with, what are you doing, Hunter? If you want to see any future matchups with these heads, let us know down in the comments as well. I know this isn't a super realistic matchup, the original versus recovery. We get that, but for the sake of reviewing this head, we wanted to stack them up against each other. 2F versus a recovery video, recovery versus a duel, recovery versus Weapon X, whatever you guys want to see, just let us know down in the comments. Any closing thoughts?
Nope.
Simple man, simple words over here.
Fly!
Stupid. So stupid.
Fly!
Get off me.
Close them out!
Alright, we'll see ya.
See ya!